Jasmine Sangha, known to her customers as the Ketamine Queen, has made a plea deal in connection with the October 2023 drug overdose death of Friends star Matthew Perry at 54. Sangha was initially facing a mandatory minimum sentence of 10 years in federal prison, a source close to the case told the Daily Mail exclusively. Under the plea agreement, that mandatory minimum has been lifted, allowing Sangha to potentially receive a sentence less than 10 years for her role in the death of Perry, whose life was recently chronicled in the documentary Matthew Perry, A Hollywood Tragedy. Sangha, a native of North Hollywood, California, is not expected to testify other related cases, the source said. The Friends actor was found dead face down in his jacuzzi back on October 29, 2023, leaving Hollywood shaken to its core after he bravely shared details of his addiction struggles with the public to dissuade others from following a similar path. Months later, a medical examiner determined that the actor, who had battled substance abuse issues throughout his life, had died of acute effects of ketamine. Legal analyst and federal criminal defense attorney Lou Shapiro told the Daily Mail he wasn't surprised Sangha decided to take the plea deal, especially since her co-defendants had done so earlier. When you look at the overwhelming evidence against her and what they found at her place alone, the drugs, the manufacturing equipment, and the money, and tons of it, she was basically toast, Shapiro said. There was nowhere for her to go. It wasn't if she was going to take the deal, it was a matter of just when. Shapiro added, even if you don't intentionally try to harm somebody or cause them great bodily injury or death, the mere fact that you are engaging in a conduct that is very likely going to result in death, you're going to be held accountable for it. Shapiro said any arguments presented would have quickly crumbled under legal scrutiny. You can't look the other way and say, I was just selling it, I was doing him a favor. That is not going to fly. Shapiro added, this also sends a big message to the medical industry that doctors will be held fully accountable for death to bodily injury that results in their patients when they are merely prescribing drugs. These doctors knew what was going on, and they fully participated in supplying Matthew Perry with as much ketamine as he wanted. Shapiro cited court records in which the doctors themselves marveled at the extent of Perry's addiction and lengths he was willing to go to in his quest to get his next fix. They even called him an idiot at one point in their text messages, Shapiro said. I think the medical community also will look at this as a tragedy for the loss of life, but also they are people who worked hard to become medical professionals. Instead, these doctors threw all of that away for greed.